employees from Wayfair who gathered here today were careful to call this a walkout, not a strike. Many said they love working for Wayfair and want to change it from within. A line of Wayfair workers left their offices, carried signs a couple of blocks, and gathered on Copley Square.
I'm proud of the people who joined us today, whether you're a Wayfarian or not.
The crowd numbered several hundred people, but it was unclear how many were Wayfair workers and how many were supporters.
I don't want my company to be profiting off of human rights violations.
Workers say they found out last week Wayfair plans to sell $200,000 worth of beds to a border detention camp in Texas that's being built for migrant children from Central America. Are you not worried you could lose your job?
I'm worried that I could, well, I'm not worried, but I could lose my job.
Yeah, so let's take the broader look at this now. When those facilities get overcrowded that Gabe is talking about, oftentimes kids will come to places like where I'm at here in Homestead. But this is a for-profit, privately run detention facility with thousands of kids in it. It's run by a company called Comprehensive Health Services, which is owned by a company called Calburn International. It is the only one of its kind. Imagine a for-profit company running a detention facility for kids in America. But there is no oversight on this facility other than what the federal government chooses.
Hey everyone, so that's the backstory on how Wayfair was first believed to be associated with child trafficking. Fast forward to Thursday, July 9th, and this post right here took Reddit and the internet by storm. Is it possible Wayfair involved in human trafficking with their WFX utility collection? Or are these just extremely overpriced cabinets? Note the names of the cabinets. This makes me sick to my stomach. If it's true. If it's true. Well, let's look into that. We have, but here are the names of the cabinets. We have Naraya, storage cabinet, Yaritza, Samaya, and Olivia. And allegedly these are all same names as missing children. Children who are currently missing is the allegation. So it's as if they're being sold here on Wayfair's website, openly with their names spelled out right on there. And this poster, Princess Peach 1987, actually spoke with or communicated with a former Wayfair employee, and this is what conspired there. I worked for Wayfair for almost a year. The boxes were so unnecessarily heavy. We had a certain door for ASAPs, meaning that they needed to get shipped within the last hour, and all the boxes were about 100 to 150 pounds. Nah, this seems way weird to have just looked the other way. And here's, wouldn't be surprised if the boxes were heavy, asked for no reason. We had something called ASAPs, which meant we had to load them faster, and all of them were huge. So continuing on, it's seriously crazy. I moved to a different department later on. I switched to receiving, and when receiving we have boxes that come up as missing child. I didn't think anything of it till now. That's just weird right now. I mean, this mind you, I obtained this information right here from another video source, which I'll put the link in the description. Just this one right here. Everything else I went and found myself, but this conversation was interesting, so I thought I'd share it. I'm serious. This was Paris, California. That's where this person allegedly worked. So let's look into this Samaya. Here's a silver Samaya 5-shelf storage cabinet for $13,000, and this is a cached image, by the way, because they took them all down. I guess once they found out about this, they took down a bunch of these ones that people were questioning. So this if you go to the current if you go to a website right now, you're not going to be able to find this exact page right here. And if you get a little closer, I mean, if you just look at these things, I mean, look, I mean, there's like gaps right here. I mean, the pictures are just horrible. I mean, this looks nowhere close to even half that. I mean, for these industrial cabinets, it's just, I don't know, this something's shady. I mean, and There are companies known to use as a front, maybe for drugs, sex or child trafficking. So I mean, this isn't a bogus claim. I mean, there are some weird things going on here. Here is a tweet. Wayfair literally deleted the cabinets that were up for more than 10,000 to hide their sex trafficking scandal. The internet busted a frontline tracking operation right in front of our eyes. Share, share, share. Open your eyes, people. This is bigger than y'all even know. Hashtag Pizzagate. And then here we see Samaya, whoever, and they're affiliating with this storage cabinet here. And, see, there it is, missing from Columbus, Ohio, 17-year-old Samaya. So it turns out that Samaya is actually not missing. In fact, she made a video on Facebook Live letting everyone know what she thinks about all this. I'm going to share that with you now. And yeah, if you have any kids around or anything, you might want to tell them to put on their earmuffs, because she does have some obscenities she spits out here. So without further ado.
No, I'm mad because first of all, I tell him that I wasn't missing. That's why I'm mad. I tell him I wasn't missing, first of all. And second of all, he talking about it was going around in the group chat. And if that was true and I'm missing, and then he gonna put his why is your caption even that? That don't even make sense. If you post them motherfuckers who actually missing, you trying to get motherfuckers to share the shit, why are y'all sharing some shit who this don't even know that if it's really true or not? What are y'all talking about? Y'all all sound stupid talking about why am I mad? Because I'm not missing. Fuck out of here. Fuck. Let me go get a picture of you, bitch, and say you missing, and then put a little motherfucking cabinet next to it and have everybody share that shit. Let's see how you feel. Fuck out of here. Weird as fuck.
So that's that. Moving on, here's another tweet. It's Wayfair literally deleted the cabinets that were up for more than 10,000 to hide their sex trafficking scandal. The internet busted a frontline tracking operation. It's the same thing as that last one, only this one, they have this Yuritsa Castro, with a Yuritsa storage cabinet that we looked at earlier. So it actually turns out that the Yuritsa Castro, missing since June 10th, which isn't that long ago, actually is missing. So so now we have some conflicting information. We have one that's bogus, and this one not saying it's real or that she was actually for sale on there, but this one actually lines up with the claims that some people are making. So so there's that. And this right here is a little fuzzier, sorry about the visibility, but this is from a review on Wayfair's website for a $10,000 lantern. And if you look at the last two sentences, it says, will order again when needed. If the condition arises, I will recommend her. Recommend her. And that's just an odd thing that was someone discovered there from a review for that really expensive lantern. So there's that's kind of odd. I mean, but and I went on looking on their website, just looking at current items for sale, and came across several items, expensive items such as this Jeremiah Entertainment Center for $8,700. And there's other items with Jeremiah named on it as well. But if you go into the missing children's, the missing persons search database, there are no Jeremiahs spelled like this in the entire database. However, if you use the standard spelling of Jeremiah, there are several, and they are, recent, and, like 6 of them here are from this year. This is a common spelling of Jeremiah, and I mean, it's not it's not a strange name. I have a friend named Jeremiah, so it's not an oddball name, so it's not surprising that there's 6 missing from this year. So then I looked at this Mariana L-shaped executive desk. This fancy schmancy thing here is $16,000. And I noticed on some of these, there's only 2 left in stock. This one's only 1 left in stock. So I mean, that's odd, I mean, $16,000, but there's only 1 left in stock. So, but I went and looked up Mariana in the database and yielded nothing in the search results. So, some other items that were odd I noticed. I saw this China cabinet that's about $20,000 here. It's on sale, 24% off. Act now. And if you see, it's just all rotted out here. I mean, it just looks rough. I mean, this thing right here, who in their right mind would pay 20 G's for this thing? I don't think so. So here's a tweet. This this Wayfair human trafficking thing is crazy. Look at this. There are 2 pillows / shower curtains that are exactly the same, but one is $100 and the other is $10,000. The $10,000 one is named the same thing as a black girl missing in Michigan. So there's this $10,000 pillow, and right here they are affiliating this pillow with this Duplessis is the name that is affiliated here, that you'll see, and here it is, the Duplessis zodiac sign astrological constellation personalized throw pillow for $10,000, and you can get it by Friday, July 24th. And here's the missing person report. Southfield police searching for a 13-year-old girl, Duplessis, but blah blah blah, yada yada yada. It turns out she has been found at least since early May, so that one debunked. My father-in-law is with her right now. Thank you all for the prayers and posts. There we go. So if you go on to Snopes and you say, oh, the furniture store, Wayfair is trafficking children via overpriced items as a claim. Of course, they come back with a false rating. I'm not giving any validity to Snopes because I have experienced a couple times in the past where they claim something is false, and I don't necessarily agree that it's entirely false or it can be proven to be false. And take this for what it's worth. It's a post by Jenna Jameson. Wayfair, #Wayfair, is a paid advertiser of Snopes. So I tried looking into this, finding a list of advertisers of Snopes. I couldn't find any list anywhere. So whether or not this is a valid claim, but people look at what famous people say, and Jenna Jameson, the famous porn star actress there, she claims that Wayfair is a paid advertiser of Snopes. So take that for what it's worth. It's interesting. It's just, I figured I'd share that. Something else people are pointing out, they're saying Wayfair, can also be waif-air, almost like air is in transportation, and the definition of a waif is a homeless, neglected, or abandoned person, especially a child. So people are trying to make it out, like it's it's children being transported via air. Some people are making that. I don't really buy into that necessarily, but I mean, it's interesting. I mean, whoever dug that one up, I mean, good job, I guess. That's interesting. And the official response from Wayfair, from Susan Freschetti, Wayfair spokeswoman, to Fox Business in an email on Friday, 7/10/2020. There is, of course, no truth to these claims. The products in question are industrial-grade cabinets that are accurately priced. Recognizing that the photos and descriptions provided by the supplier did not adequately explain the high price point, we have temporarily removed the products from the site to rename them and provide a more in-depth description and photos that accurately depict the product to clarify the price point. So that is their official comment there. I don't know, concluding, I really don't know what to think about all this. There's a few different possibilities. It's just there's a lot of things that are odd. Why would you keep someone's name after abducting them? The first thing you would want to do is like assign them a number or an alias like dancers do, like the other stage names. A name is vital information to finding children, so it doesn't make sense to me that this would all be in plain sight. But human trafficking is unfortunately very real. And this guy right here, Jeffrey Epstein, everyone seems to forget about him. We all know, whether or not he did or didn't kill himself. We all know that, but no one talks about that. And recently, Ghislaine Maxwell, his mistress here, she was arrested, and who knows about how much longer she'll be around. And I don't know. I mean, no one seems to be talking about this, but I wonder, are they putting this out as like a misdirection or a distraction or something to potentially try to discredit child trafficking claims? Is this just distraction from Ghislaine Maxwell? What is this? It's very confusing. I have no idea what to think about all of it. It's still fresh in the information gathering, so I didn't want to get too into detail or make any assumptions or definitive opinions. I'm still tossing on this one, but it's definitely interesting and something I want to keep following. Please leave your comments and let me know what you think about all this. It's definitely going to be something we want to keep our eye on. But until next time, be kind to each other, live normal, and may the truth set you free.
The world is a